Hello everyone, my name is Aarti and you're watching HW News. Almost all things came to a halt on Monday evening when the world was hit by the mega outage of Facebook. The outage that lasted for more than 6 hours also affected Facebook-owned services like Instagram and WhatsApp. These social media platforms or applications provide the service of personalized messaging services. So, over the period of time, people have developed the habit of relying on these three apps mainly for messaging. So, if WhatsApp is down, people would quickly use Facebook Messenger and use that communication platform. If Facebook is down, people go to Instagram. But since all the three platforms went kaput yesterday evening, I bet some of us had the feels of going back to the pre-digital era. This global outage affected 3.5 billion users of WhatsApp across the globe, according to a report. That's about half of the world population. After 6 hours, the service are back online. But how did this happen? Can we look at this incident as a side effect of too much dependency on the technology? And is there any connection with the Facebook whistleblower going public? Let us discuss in this video today. The topics that we are going to touch today affect all of us as a consumer and users of the digital platforms. These topics are hardly given any space in the mainstream media, but we do feel these issues are as much of importance as other issues. We spend hours researching, putting together information to bring you these videos, and we cannot do it without your support. So do subscribe to HW News, go to our website, click on the support on the topmost toolbar. You can select the plan that you want to choose, and these plans also come with certain benefits. So do pay us and continue to support good journalism. Now back to Facebook. As Facebook, Instagram and WhatsApp simultaneously went down, founder and CEO Mark Zuckerberg lost nearly $7 billion and fell behind Bill Gates. Several advertisers pulled out of Facebook overnight. After the services were back online, Zuckerberg issued a statement apologizing for the disruption. He said, and I quote, "I know how much you rely on our services to stay connected with the people you care about." The company later also claimed that the issue arose due to a faulty configuration change. Now, interestingly, the outage was so severe that it made Facebook.com and its servers disappear from the internet. It was as if the whole of Facebook simply vanished. According to Down Detector, this was the biggest outage ever they had seen. Facebook had reportedly sent a team of workers to the impacted data center to try and manually reset the servers and restore the normal operations. The extent of the outage was so severe that even Facebook executives could not access the glitch because the security systems acted as a hindrance. All the electronic doors and locks reportedly stopped responding, as a result of which Facebook employees had to force their way into their server room in Santa Clara. According to New York Times, the security badges of the engineers had become non-functional due to the outage, because of which they had to barge in like intruders. Interestingly, the Facebook employees were forced to use other messaging apps like Discord to communicate with their fellow team members. Soon after the outage, several users speculated that the outage has happened due to a massive hack. However, the chances of any possible hacks were outruled by Facebook in its blog hours later. The blog noted that the cause of the global outage was a glitch in routers. Facebook also blamed the faulty configuration change behind the outage. Now, let us talk about the second topic, that is the Facebook whistleblower. Now let us talk about the Facebook whistleblower. One more interesting development is that the outage happened just hours after its former employee and whistleblower had revealed her identity and gone on air to speak about everything that is wrong with the social media giant. Frances Haugen, former Facebook employee turned whistleblower, revealed her identity after she applied for federal whistleblower protection. She had presented internal documents that went to Congress, the Securities and Exchange Commission, and the Wall Street Journal. She decided to reveal her identity after saying that Facebook realized that if they change the algorithm to be safer, people will spend less time on the website and will click on fewer ads, making less money for them. Haugen had earlier presented papers and information on Instagram being harmful for teenagers' mental health that has led to the platform pausing Instagram for teens. Speaking about algorithms, Haugen told the journal that in human interactions, people eventually move on from a topic, but algorithms don't, which is harmful for teenagers. For example, if a person watches 2 videos on weight loss, the algorithm will push more videos of extreme weight loss on them. She said, Facebook is far, far more dangerous than anyone knows, and it is getting worse. We can't expect it to fix itself on its own. She also noted that Facebook was taking internal actions that did not match its public statements. Haugen said that Facebook has publicized its work to combat misinformation and violent extremism relating to 2020 elections and insurrection. In reality, Facebook knew its algorithms and platforms promoted this type of harmful content, and it failed to deploy internally recommended or lasting countermeasures. The site allows divisive content because it promotes engagement, and its own research team shows that the content that is hateful, that is divisive, that is polarizing, it is easier to inspire people to anger. Soon after the interview went on air, Facebook services faced outages across the globe. Now, whether there is a connection or not, that is to be seen. But there are 2 takeaways from this entire issue. One, we need to look at the social media app and personal messaging services that we use for communication. According to Data Reportal, Facebook-owned services like Facebook, Facebook Messenger, WhatsApp and Instagram remain in the top 5 most used platforms, apart from the only exception of YouTube, which is owned by Google. Our communication thus is heavily dependent on platforms that are owned by only one corporate. The outage is a perfect example of what happens when a particular industry is monopolized. We as users also need to be wary of such monopoly. The second takeaway is regarding the algorithms. With the people spending much of their time on digital platforms, and these platforms are now driven by algorithms, we can safely say that much of our life is being controlled by these algorithms, which, as pointed by Haugen, at times can be really harmful to us. It may also alter our behavior or our response or our understanding of a particular issue. Social media platforms are now an integral part of our lives, but we also want them to be safer. Hope the big corporates are listening to it and course correct. Do let us know what you think about this in the comment box below. For more news and updates, you can log on to www.hwnews.in. And also, if you like the work that we do, if you like the videos that we make, please give us a super thanks. Please do like this video, comment below it and subscribe to HW News. Thank you so much.